anything. No Novadex, no Remedex, no Anastazole.
That's not right.
No, but
We'll fix that.
I figured I would still at least get that.
No,
Because I'm like, I'm an emotional wreck right now.
I'll get you figured. I'll get you figured out.
I was sitting there thinking, like, why am I so like? 1 minute I'm mad, 1 minute I'm sad.
Oh man, I'm gonna get you dialed in. What's going on, everybody coming in the room?
Oh, we're on here already.
Yeah,
whoa,
we'll
whoa. Yeah, I'm an emotional wreck, guys. You guys have heard
Where's
that, right?
the Titan at? So, Jack Cookie Monster Titan is back in L.A. What's up, says Jordan? How you doing, Papito? What's going on, brother? Hope all is well. Looking good, looking good. Kaji Gus in the house. Richard for List. What's up, brother? How you guys doing today? Everybody join us on this Friday. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Happy Veterans Day if you're a veteran. Man, big support to all those veterans out there that, you know, they put their time in. They protected our country. They protected your freedoms. So the least you can do is tell them Happy Veterans Day and thank you for your service.
And also, what are we doing for veterans? Any type of discount? Any
Absolutely. So obviously we still got the blood work special that's going on. So it's $130 for males, $200 for females, and it's usually $150 to $200 for a male or $300 for a female. So at that point, you guys are getting a great discount right off the bat. Then for veterans, every order that you do today, you're going to get 2 free libido enhancers with that order. So if you're male or female, we've got something for you. So hopefully you guys can use this, have a good time and enjoying it, and perform like a true Titan should. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. The blood work special alone is really good, but I want to make something specifically for veterans.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just like, you know, what could I do for veterans that could maybe raise their spirits up a little bit?
Also, too, veterans are also have, like, I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them have some type of emotional stress or stuff they're dealing with. HRT helps great with that. And that's going to be one of our topics today, HRT for depression. But a lot of veterans coming back, you know, they have the PSD and all that stuff, so helps a lot with that, too. But shout out to the veterans. Yes, we offer a discount. We service all 50 states except for Idaho. And if you guys need blood work in town, come see us at the office. We do it in-house now. If not, give us a call, 727-389-3220. We can get you set up at a location closest to you and take care of everything over the phone.
So Jack Cookie Monster asks, what happens if you pay for the blood work, but where you live, there's no LabCorp? So if you live in a state where there's no LabCorp, there usually is a Quest. And we would use that as a default if you did not have a LabCorp near you. So you'd have to call us, let us know about this, and then we'd take care of it, get you a new slip for Quest, and then you'd get that slip and be able to take it right in there and get your blood drawn. We want to make sure everybody can get their blood drawn. That's why I have 2 different options just in case. It's just LabCorp gets the results to us a lot quicker. That's the only reason why. All right, so you want to go into HRT for depression?
Yeah, first topic of the day, HRT for depression. A lot of times people automatically assume HRT is for muscle building or to, you know, look a certain way. What is HRT? Hormone replacement therapy. So if you hear me say TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy, or HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, basically the same thing. So the benefits of HRT for depression, it's going to give you a sense of well-being. It's going to help your libido. It's going to give you more energy. It's going to be able to make you perform sexually. Your recovery time is going to be a lot better. So a lot of times people go into depression having those symptoms. You know, if you can't perform in the bed, if you can't eat, if you can't sleep, if you're overthinking because your estrogen is high, which is also HRT related, if you regulate all that stuff, you're going to feel a lot better. So people fall into deep depression because of those things. I mean, if you're with your wife, you can't perform, you might fall into deep depression. She might think there's an issue with you not liking her, not knowing it's hormone related.
Absolutely.
So this is huge for me. I never really thought of HRT for depression. I've been looking at this over the past week, reading a lot of articles, reading a lot of people that have experienced it and feeling better now. So it's not just about building muscle. It's not just about, you know, all that. It's about feeling good. Like we preach here at Titan, look good, feel good. And a lot of times we're 90% into the look good. We're not really talking about the 10% of feel good. Feeling good is everything. Because if you look good but you don't feel good, you can't even enjoy the look.
That's right.
So yeah, HRT is great for depression. If you guys are feeling depressed, if you've been taking prescription medications that just basically numb you, that's not really working. It's numbing the pain. It's almost like drinking the pain away. It doesn't help anything. Whereas this hormone related, you'll actually start feeling better.
Absolutely.
Start stressing less. Start arguing more. Start all that stuff. So
yeah, I mean, it's a big thing, and there's a lot of people out there that experience depression and they don't know why. Because some people experience depression because of something traumatic that happens to them usually, right? Or some experience or situation, whatever it is. But then you got people out there that start feeling down, right? And they have no idea why. They got all the money in the world. They got a great job. They got a great wife. Looks like a beauty queen. They got kids. Everything they could possibly ask for. But they're still depressed.
Yeah.
And that correlates, to usually low libido effect too as well. They don't want to have sex. They're unmotivated to do the things that brought them joy before. So if somebody was into playing basketball all the time or going to comic conventions or whatever it may be, that could go away, and you don't have no reason why. I just don't want to do it no more. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like going out. You're antisocial, whatever it may be. And they go to the doctor because they're like, man, I something's up. Like, I'm just feeling depressed, doc. Libido kind of sucks. And then usually doctors are going to be like, all right, well, here's an antidepressant. Here's some Viagra. You can go on your way. This is going to cover the symptoms. And like Drew was saying, like, antidepressants, I do believe there is a small opening for them with certain population, because of some different things that might happen. But I think that most things, we need to check hormones first just to see where it's at. Because if you have low testosterone, that is going to cause you to be unmotivated, your body not working like it should be, low energy levels, low libido levels, like Drew said, and that's just going to make you feel like crap. So, it's really key to blood test to see where everything's at, and then make some decisions about what you want to do and how to go about it. And it's always better to, obviously, if you have low testosterone, to get on HRT before you start to take antidepressants, because some antidepressants you have to wean off of, and some load a different ways. You take them for a certain amount of time, and those could affect libido in a negative way. Yeah. So at that point, you might be like a zombie, and you have no sexual desire anyway. So I mean, that sucks. I mean, so replacing testosterone that you may need or these different hormones is going to change the game of how you feel. Yeah. I remember the first time when I started HRT. At that point, like the first week or so, like, man, it felt like literally the blinds just opened up and I'd seen the sun for the first time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You
don't know what feeling great feels like because you haven't never felt great for so many years.
Exactly.
And a lot of times too, we're talking about men testosterone, men libido.
Yep.
HRT for women can help with the depression too. So it's not just about the men too. So ladies, if you're off, a lot of ladies do birth control and that messes with their hormones a lot.
Yep.
And when they come off of birth control, they just come off.
Yep.
A lot of times women, they don't want to get pregnant. They go see the doctor. They get birth control. And then all of a sudden, they just stop. They cold turkey. There's no medical provider assisting them with the birth control. They just give it to them, and that's it.
Yep.
So if you're coming off of birth control, your hormones out of whack, I recommend every woman, whether they're in birth control or coming off of birth control, to get their blood levels checked before and after.
Absolutely.
Because once you get your blood level checked coming off of whatever type of birth control you're on, now you can figure out where you're at to figure out if the HRT is going to help. So women, HRT while on birth control or after is very, very important. Because I know birth control, women, they don't want to get pregnant, so they take it, but then their emotions are all over the place.
They start gaining weight.
Yeah, so they can't even enjoy the sex that they're having because their mind isn't there. And like John said, they start gaining weight because their estrogen might be through the roof. So HRT, everything is regulated. So you could actually enjoy what you're doing. And like John said, you're not just numbing the pain, you're fixing it. So
absolutely. It's good.
Very important. Pretty much all women, I mean, not all women, but a lot of women, when they're younger, like in school, they start birth control.
Oh, yeah.
And then 20 years later, they've never gotten their blood work done.
Absolutely.
And people think that they're like that because that's who they are, but they don't realize it's hormone related.
Yep.
So you may have seen a woman or man that's been moody for 15, 20 years. Now all of a sudden, what happened? It just seems like he's in a better mood. It's not because of his job or because of this and that. It's because his hormones are back in check. So
I agree.
A lot of guys lose their drive to go to the gym. I used to go to the gym, be so excited. Now they're just like, oh, going through the motions. Let me take some caffeine, my ECA, and just it's like kind of get going. But they're not checking their hormones.
Right.
Get your hormones in check. Now you have that same feeling you used to have, where you're excited to go to the gym, you're excited to eat, you're hungry, everything is in check. Once your HRT is off, you're gonna feel like crap.
It's true.
You're gonna feel like crap.
It's really, really true. Big shout out Dan Wheeler, bought a badge. We appreciate you, always tight and strong. Dan's true Titan at heart. One-on-one fitness. We're not gonna be at the Atlantic Coast this year. We are looking at some different shows for next year, though.
Nice.
Big shout out Jeff Jodway. What's up, dude? A Beagle named Hunter. What's going on? So, with HRT, it's something that you should look at. And not everybody needs HRT, but everybody needs blood work. Everybody should at least be checking to see what's going on. And at that point, you can make a decision about what you want to do. It's really key. And with the specials that we're doing for blood work, it's very inexpensive to do. At that point, you can check and see what's going on. You don't have to have a consultation or anything. You just get the results of the blood work if you want. It's very simple, very easy to do. And then always keep a copy of that for yourselves so you can see how you're trending, where you're at, and what's going on. All right, so we had a question here. How the hell does one get rid of belly fat that looks like it was stolen from Jabba the Hutt? Dome Dog on TikTok. What's going on? All right, so there's a couple different ways. Obviously, you can lose this gut. One, you got to start a good nutritional plan now. 2, you got to start exercising. 3, you got to start getting some sleep and drinking some water. And 4, at that point, you need to look at your hormones like we were talking about. This could tell you what possibly why you're gaining just the body fat. I don't know what your nutrition plan looks like, your activity plan looks like now. But that should change. And if hormones need to be there, that could change things. And after that, you talk about semaglutide, tirzepatide, you'll start losing weight real quick, buddy. I promise you on that. Especially more weight you got, the more you're going to lose. So those are definitely the recommendations from me. Anything else, Drew?
I would also say, because you said belly fat, a lot of times men or women, they feel like it's belly fat, but they're bloated or they're not digesting their food properly. So I would say with Dom Dog 21, I'd say, how often are you regular? Are you using the bathroom regularly? Are you passing regularly? If you're not, that gut may be food lingering around because you're not excreting enough each time you go. That may be an issue. If it's not that, like John said, pound the water, clean up the diet. And you have to do it for a consistent amount of time. 2 weeks, 3 weeks isn't enough. No. I see people like, I've been eating no carbs and water, like you said, for 3 weeks, and I haven't seen anything. You got to keep going and going and going. It's slow. The quicker it comes off, the quicker it'll come back. So if it takes time to get rid of the belly fat, it's going to stay off longer. So make sure your digestion's on point. Clean up your diet. Maybe a probiotic or enzyme to make sure that digestion's good. Because I'm the same. I don't really have a lot of body fat, but sometimes my stomach is sticking way out. And people are like, "You're getting a stomach." I pull it up. You see the turtle shell with the abs, but it's sticking way out because sometimes my digestion gets way off. Like John knows this. If we're traveling, I'm not eating the same food I normally eat. If I go have like a cheeseburger or something I'm not really accustomed to, next thing you know, it's sitting there. For real. And I'm like, I'm fat. I go back home, use the bathroom, I'm like, I'm back. So chances are it might not be belly fat, but again, if it is belly fat, lower the carbs, clean up the sodium, cut the sugar and lactose, and just give it time.
Hell yeah. That's definitely the best way to do it. Remember, all the years you haven't been doing activity or eating right? Years and years and years. That could be anybody out there. You know what I'm saying, not you, Dome Dog, but if you do that for, let's say, 10, 15, 20 years, you can't expect to lose all of it in 30 days. It's just not going to happen. But the more consistent you are, the better the results are going to be. If you're working optimally, your body's working optimally, you're going to be on the track for success, per se.
When I tell people about eating healthy, I say if you haven't done 90 days with no cheats on a strict, clean diet, then you're not really going to know what you get. So it's not a week or two or even a month. You can see a little bit of changes depending if you're lean already. But if you can go 90 days, figure out which food works best for you and stay on that food consistently, your time, your water, sleep, everything. After those 90 days, I guarantee you might have a lifestyle change like I did. I credit John for that, my lifestyle change. Because I've done 2-3 weeks before, but then I go back to the cheeseburgers or back to the cheesecake. Now it's all the time, and it took a while for me to realize, like, damn, I do feel better. My digestion's good. Everything's clicking.
True.
So now it's like if I have a little bit of salt, I'm like, oh, I cheated.
Yeah.
If I put a little bit of pink salt on my hard-boiled eggs, it's like, oh, I'm cheating today.
And definitely super proud of Drew. I mean, man, it looks amazing.
Back on those eggs too. I've been doing hard-boiled eggs. Like I've been adding them to my meals. Like 3 or 4 with each meal. Oh, it's
game changer.
Game changer.
Yeah,
game
man,
changer.
it's good.
No
Good
more
protein.
egg whites. This stuff is fake. I feel like.
It's.
Is it really egg whites?
I don't know.
How are they pasteurizing it?
I don't know.
It doesn't smell like egg. It's not slimy. It tastes like skim milk.
I know.
So is it really?
I don't know if they liquefy it or I gotta look at this process.
The eggs I get from Publix is like, it's like $11 or $10 for 18.
Yeah.
And those are like pasture raised. When I crack it open, the yolk is dark. It's clear. When I get the big box eggs and put side by side, the other day I had the big box eggs, and I was trying to use a fork to whip it before and it wouldn't mix.
Really?
I took the pasture raised egg. As soon as I touched the yolk with the knife, it just broke open and I mixed it together. The other one, I stabbed it, it didn't break. I had to like almost whip it in a blender just to get it to scramble. So I'm like, what is that yolk? And not only that, this is off subject, guys, but when you have a hard-boiled egg from the cheap box, once it's hard boiled, when you look at that yolk, it's gray and then it's yellow.
Yep.
But a real egg, it's all going to be the same color.
It is, yeah.
So you guys got to watch out for your eggs. But
yeah, it's true.
We could have a whole egg show.
All these food sources, I mean, you got to make sure you're getting the good one for sure.
Don't be afraid to spend a little bit more on quality food too.
Yeah.
If you see a dozen eggs for $9 and then you see a 60-pack for $4.99, nah,
I wouldn't go that route. Definitely
don't go that route.
Because I mean, you're obviously, it's your fuel. You're investing in yourself. I mean, you want to eat good. Trust me.
And also, you could reallocate that money too. If you're drinking soda, save the $2-3 in the soda, spend the extra $2-3, get the good eggs, and you're good to go.
Be healthier, feel better. Yeah. Initiative Show said, "Great seeing you guys at the Olympia. You guys changed lives. Hope to join the team one day."
Mike,
thank you. We appreciate that, man. And anybody that came out to us at the booth, man, and really did say that to us, because there was a couple people that did patient-wise, and one came up to me in particular. So, I mean, it's awesome, man. I mean, it's priceless feeling, dude, for somebody to come up and tell you that. Yeah. I mean, there's no other feeling in the world that gives me more joy. I mean, it's really awesome.
I'll take changing lives over likes and views any day.
All day long.
Any day, yeah.
All day long. All right, and Shauna Purcell's in the house. Shauna, how you doing? And then Jose.
I know Shauna's got some good questions.
She probably does. She's always on point. Jose said, "Good morning. How can someone get rid of inflammation from the tendon on the wrist?" Okay, so right now we have BPC 157 TB500 still. That'd be a good one. The other one after that, I would look at glutathione. That's an anti-inflammatory. Definitely a good one for that, for sure. Jay Jacobs in the house. Sean Priscilla said also gut biome health. That's obviously the stomach. That's a big one for sure. Any other questions on here? Vito, hello. How you doing?
How about this one?
How about a month for tests and HCG?
Oh, all right.
And clomiphene.
Yeah. So we can do it. We can do HCG for you if you really want it, but it's really expensive. The big pharma that owns HCG, the commercial product, that's the only thing you can get right now, has decided that they're going to raise their prices up another $50. So at that point, you're talking about, a package there looking probably like $450 for tests, HCG, an astrazole, shipping, medical review, needles, all at the door. It's going to be around that cost, $450, $475, depending on where you live. But that's on from us. Now, if it's in clomiphene, it's going to be a lot cheaper. Test, an astrazole, and clomiphene, your needles, shipping, medical review, you're talking about $350, $375. So, it's a little bit different as far as that goes, what you're going to spend.
It's cheaper to go within clomiphene. I actually feel it's better because HCG makes my estrogen go through the roof. Yeah. And again, in clomiphene is a capsule, so you just take one capsule like every other day or however you prescribe. Everyone's different. So it's a lot easier too. So easier to take, less side effects, easier to store, easier to travel with, and it's a lot cheaper.
Definitely.
So it's a no-brainer for me.
Definitely. Annette said, "Hi guys, just started on Hercules and glutathione, feeling great, thank you."
Nice.
That is so awesome because I've been going back and forth with a little bit of Instagram DMs,
yeah,
just making sure she's taken care of and all that. She's got her stuff. So these are two awesome therapies. Hercules Potion, obviously great for recovery, muscle pumps, liver detox, more strenuous workouts, and a bunch more other benefits along with it. And glutathione, super antioxidant, great for liver functions, great for free radicals, getting rid of them in the body. So many different benefits from that super antioxidant. It's crazy. So these are two good therapies that you're on. So I'm glad you're feeling great, and you're super welcome for it for sure, 100%.
I'm always concerned too. Not concerned, but I always wonder what are the women? How are the women using Hercules? Because us men, first thing the guys on you put in his arms. That's what we do.
Yep.
How are you women using Hercules? How are you? If you don't mind me asking, where are you using it, and where are you finding the most pump, so to speak? Because I know a lot of women use it in their glutes.
Yep.
For photo shoots, bikini girls, it's like
the
best thing ever. because you think about the smaller the woman is, the more it's going to swell that glute.
Pump that rump, yeah.
So if a woman's getting ready for a bodybuilding or bikini show, she's really, really lean.
Yep.
So just a little bit, 1 ml is going to blow it up. So if you guys, you don't need Photoshop or Hercules Potion, just put it in there, get a pump, take a picture.
Definitely not.
You can make some glute kickbacks, videos, all you want. Shout out to Pro Neil's on here too. I see Neil's on here.
How you doing, Neil? Did you go to Olympia? Let us know.
Yeah, I saw him at Olympia.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't get to see him this year. I see a lot of people. It was so packed, guys. And,
who's this? Sorry.
It's okay.
Ryan, it says, does 3 months of 2 IU Pharma HGH work well? I don't know, but I know IGF
Yeah.
I know 3 months of IGF will work
Absolutely.
wonders.
Absolutely.
So I would recommend IGF if you're going to go that route.
Yeah, I like that.
You don't have to worry about being sleepy all the time like you do on HGH. You don't have to worry about high water retention like a lot of people get with HGH, especially when they first start. And you don't have to wait 4 months for it to get working like it does with HGH. So a lot of time, HGH is so expensive, it takes so long to kick in, it has side effects. So a lot of times people never even deal with it because they don't want to wait and spend all this money. You know, IGF is a lot, for me, I like it better. I've seen people take HGH, add it to their protocol, and I see nothing. When I see people add IGF, their body looks different for some reason. So I just go off of what I see, not just what's on paper.
Yeah. No, you got to look at the result.
Yeah.
You got to look at the result because that's really what counts. Sean Purcell said also Kiss Peptin, CJC, IPA, non-DAC. So these are other good, great peptide therapies that you can utilize too as well. I think she was talking earlier to. Sorry, I'm looking through here.
Kiss peptide.
Yeah, Kiss Peptin. Well, she put peptide, but it's Kiss Peptin. That's another one they use for ad-back therapy too as well, but it has other benefits as far as raising testosterone levels too as well. It's a good peptide. Sorry to see this one getting gone too as well. Annette said she uses it in her glutes and legs.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And that's a lot where a lot of females want to do it.
That's all of them I've heard. I haven't heard of any female putting any of their glutes or legs. So.
I've just seen
one time I heard of an athlete putting it in her shoulder.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, glutes and legs is great.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some girls,
glutes, legs, calves.
What girl you're talking to? I mean, like Stacy would inject in her traps. But Stacy's a little bit more seasoned and as far as that goes. But yeah, I mean,
some women I don't think they'd want that pump in their trap.
I wouldn't want to. I've never shot in my traps yet. So
I've done traps, but I haven't really. I've done
I know
traps.
Art's done traps. Yeah, it feels good.
Weird, but good.
It feels like almost like a sore bruise, but I like it. Like I like the pain because it makes it feel like it looks bigger.
Like before it pops in, it kind of goes. You push it, and then it goes. Makes like a little popping sound.
Oh, really?
Scar tissue, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, popping through.
Like a dolphin spin.
Like going through a razor, like a rubber, like a pencil eraser.
Yeah.
It pushes and it slides. That's usually scar tissue. Guys out there, ladies, if you're having that issue with your injections, move it around a little bit. Don't just go in the same spot every time.
Yes.
Even if it's a quarter of an eighth of an inch over, just move it around a little bit to avoid scar tissue. But usually when you're using a 30 gauge half-inch needle with our peptides, you're not going to have that issue with scar tissue. That's more so where people do stuff on their own and use like the big horse needle that they got from some research company, and they just keep jabbing, so it causes holes.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, man. You don't want those. Definitely not. All right, so let's talk about the 2023 Olympia recap for the expo.
2023 Olympia recap was great. I mean, the booth was live. Ooh. All the special guests. Ooh. The newest Titan, Michael Hearn, definitely made a name for himself. The line was wrapped. We had to call the fire marshal.
He shut it
We
down.
had to call the fire marshal came over 2 or 3 times, said there's too much of a line, which is a good problem to have. So
for sure.
Big shout out to Mike for bringing all the traffic, bringing all the people. The girls did a great job. The new people we had did a great job. The environment was good.
Yep.
It was steady flow.
Oh, man.
All the special Titus came over. A lot of people came over.
Titus, Diamond Dallas Page, Dave
Dallas
Palumbo.
Page, everybody was stopping by.
Everybody came over to that booth.
Yeah.
It was.
We had the guy that Mike's in the movie with, big 6'10", huge freak looking guy. I was over there like a little kid. It was.
That dude was so big.
He was 6'10", and
his legs were. He's
6'10", and he's got a 6-pack, huge calves. I was just like, man, I feel like. Usually I'm the biggest guy in the room. I was just like looking around like I don't want to get out angled in this picture. It was
definitely something to see,
yeah,
man. You had so many different IFBB pros that came by that booth too as well. Yeah. Some Olympia winners came by that booth too as well. We got some video of that and pictures of that too.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos and stuff.
Man.
I'm gonna see the media guy after this and get everything in my phone. So you guys are gonna see all kinds of stuff what went on. But it was a great at the Orange County in Orlando this year, so we didn't have to go that far. It was easy to bring all the shirts and stuff and do what we do.
It was.
Like you said, how many? We brought a lot.
How many shirts? It was like $60,000 in shirts.
$60,000 worth of shirts, and it was only 2 days. So
I mean, the funny thing was honestly we usually go through all those shirts. But we didn't even go through all the shirts, and it saved me a lot of money. Yes, I wanted a lot more people to get the shirts, but just with Mike's signups alone, to get them, and then people would put the shirts on. I told, listen, if you're in the line, you get a shirt, put it on, Mike will sign it for you. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
You know, he spent his time with every single person there. He didn't rush anybody out.
Yep.
He didn't treat anybody like, you know, like bad at all.
Yeah, yeah.
It was really good. Even people that try to come up and troll him, he still.
That's one thing too. I've worked at these expos for many years. You guys have seen me at these expos. I've only seen one other person to be able to do what Mike did.
Yeah.
To be able to stand there,
Rich
not
Piana.
take. Yeah, Rich Piana is the
Rich
only
Piana
other
could do it.
person. Rich used to go in there and have like a little cushion that he stands on, and literally wouldn't sit down the whole time. I've only seen one other person do that, Mike, the other day. He didn't take any breaks. He didn't even sit down or take a breath. I never saw him take a break to eat or even sip any water. He literally stood there as soon as he got there in the same spot, and he kept his attitude high. He kept his emotions good. It wasn't like he looked like he was tired.
No.
So people that looking at him, don't just look at his physique and his movies. Look at how he's handling himself.
Right.
That's very respectable. Look at he sat there and he could easily say, "I'm Michael Hearn. I'll be back in an hour."
Dude,
you know what I'm saying? That's what most people do.
100%.
Most
100%.
all these other guys you see at the booth. Oh, where you got? He went to get something. He's leaving for an hour. He's in the hotel room, putting his feet up, come back downstairs.
Yep.
He could have easily done that. So shout out to Michael Hearn for the first event he was with us.
Real.
He literally sit there. He didn't complain. He didn't ask for no water. He didn't say he needed anything. He literally just went there and worked the whole time. So shout out to Michael Hearn to bring everybody over.
I gotta give a big shout out to Michael Hearn. And then talking about how he prepped for this thing, because when he told me, he's like, I didn't eat anything, I didn't drink anything, I'm fasting the whole time.
What?
Yeah, that's what he did. That's what he did. That's why he didn't have to go to the bathroom. He's like, I knew if I didn't drink or eat anything, I wouldn't have to go to the bathroom. And I could
That's
stay at the booth
smart.
all day.
That's like
I was like,
crazy.
dude, you just blew my mind.
Yeah.
He's like, you know how long I've been doing these expos? Over 35 years. He's like, dude, I've learned how to do these things professionally, in and out, and be able to not step away, because these people wait hours to come see me. He's like, what am I going to do? He's like, I'm going to just go leave them? No, I'm not going to do that. So, go ahead.
Most people, when they do that, they're hangry.
Oh, for sure.
If I were to do that, I'd probably... I could force myself to do it, but I'm not going to lie and act like my mood is going to be 100% completely fine with everything. So, that's good.
You know, the other thing you got to say is this. Michael Hearn's 55 years old, man.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel like? You guys can sit there for 4 hours and do it?
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
Yeah.
It's intense, man. It's mentally and physically fatiguing, too, if you don't think it isn't. It really is, being in this position. So
I've only seen one other person be able to do that. Other guys, they act like they're, I'll be back, or they leave, they take a break, they leave for an hour. I was with another company one time, and the big athlete, everyone's standing around, where's he at? We've been waiting. We didn't even know he was out. And he came back, he's like, I had to go put my feet up from the room for a little bit. Like, we didn't even know he left. We thought he was so important, he could just go do that. So,
unbelievable.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike.
Shout out for Mike. And next year we'll be in Vegas.
Vegas
next
back
year.
in Vegas.
60th year for the
It's like, can they make up their mind? Like, why bring it here for 1 year? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Because I'd rather be here. I'm just be totally honest. It's a lot easier on us to be able to drive down there, set everything up, instead of shipping everything down, making sure everything got there. I mean, even in Orlando, hey, listen, we need extra stuff. We need somebody to bring something down. It's only an hour and a half drive. Now it's going to be a 4.5 hour flight.
Yeah.
So
I'm interested. How do the competitors and people going to the show? How do they feel about it? It's different for us because we have to bring stuff. People just going. How did you guys feel about it? Did you like it better? I know everyone just says Vegas because it's Vegas, but is it really better? Was it more convenient being in Orlando with all the shops and hotels close to the event? Less traffic, less wait time, less walking. So for me, I love Orlando. Not just because I'm close to Orlando, because Vegas is great, but everything takes so much time.
And everything's so much money.
You go from your room to go downstairs to get something to eat. You have to walk through a casino. You have to. It's like a 20-30 minute of cardio to get a burger. Whereas in Orlando, everything is close. You could literally jump in an Uber and 5 minutes away. There's all these different restaurants and buffets, and plus tourists can enjoy the roller coasters and all that. Bring it back to the O. Bring the O back to the O.
Sean Purcell prep with burn mode. Yeah, definitely. His passion is through the roof. Antonio, what's going on? Knuckle Crew, he really was on autopilot. Even as we were walking to the truck, he had fans still following him. He never denied any fans' attention. It's so true. When that convention center shut down, they were trying to kick everybody out. Mike's like, hey, listen, don't leave. He's like, I want to take pictures with everybody. And as he walked out of the convention center, I don't know how many pictures he stopped for and how many people he talked to. It didn't stop. So big shout out to Mike for sure. Proud to have him a part of the Type Medical Center family. We're going to have a lot more content coming with Mike, obviously. He just did his live consultation, and we videotaped it with Chanel.
Nice,
That's going to be coming
nice.
out, the video. So you guys are going to get to know where Mike's levels are at. This is the first time ever Michael Hearn has ever showed a blood test publicly.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really, really good.
All you YouTubers out there, get ready.
Yeah, Kenny KO.
'Cause all you YouTubers got good content, so I'm sure they're going to put it back on their page as well.
Yeah.
So all you guys have been questioning all these years,
Yeah.
you're going to see what it's all about.
You're going to see where Michael Hearn really is at.
Yeah. Shauna said, see us in Vegas.
Oh, nice.
She'll be in Vegas. Good.
Shauna, we can't wait to see you in Vegas, man. That'd be awesome to meet you, take a picture with you, hang out for a minute for sure. Oh, man. So it was really, really good, I guess. I mean, as far as the Olympia goes, even, from the expo was amazing for us. I mean, we had the most packed booth, I think, both days. And the only places that I've seen that were really packed with people that came in was Kai Green and Trifecta and Jay Cutler at Celsius.
And they were right next to us.
And they're right next to us.
So we had Mike and Jay and Kai, like it was just nothing but a line. Brian Shaw had a little bit of a line too. Shaw, but he was with Celsius as well, I think. So
yeah,
it was a good show.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely crazy. So next year we will be bringing it bigger, badder, and better all the way around, from our booth to our people to what we're gonna be bringing out there giveaway wise. Mike will be with us again out there. We're gonna be doing a lot more crazy stuff over the next year for sure, because 2024 is upon us. We're already in November now, December, and then we're off to a new year.
Man, I remember when 2020 was
gone.
I was like, man.
Gone. Kadoto, what's going on? Great meeting you too, man. So yeah, it was definitely awesome. Can't wait for next year, and hopefully you guys will get to visit us at our booth in Vegas next year, because man, it's gonna be off the hook. I promise you guys.
And I feel bad for some of the people too, because I was going through my DMs and stuff afterwards, and some people were like, yeah, I didn't see you, but I took a picture with the car. We had 3 different booths.
Yes.
So I promoted that. Titan promoted that. But
Yeah.
again, if you're not familiar with an expo, if you are familiar with expo, as soon as you get to, you're like, oh, this is the Titan. You're not even thinking that there's more.
Right.
Or if you go to like you said, like Celsius, you're not even thinking there's more. So.
Right.
If you guys come to the next event that we have,
We're only gonna have
next
one booth
Olympia,
next year.
Yeah, one booth.
One booth next year.
One booth.
Because we won't have a car there.
Yeah.
So, yes, Chris Party. Yeah, we're still carrying peptides right now. Until the pharmacies are done with their stock, we're still going to be able to go. So we got maybe a little bit more time left, a couple more months possibly.
Stock up.
We'll know when they're gone, I guess. I don't even know how much we got left.
Yeah.
Shauna, it would be awesome to talk to you. Can't wait. We love like-minded individuals and goals too as well. So that will be awesome to see you for sure. You always bring great topics for us. All right.
New follower too.
All right. So the last topic, the diet plan that helped a man lose 130 pounds and reverse pre-diabetes. So I looked at this article and started, seeing what he did and all this stuff. And basically this guy said, he attributes to most of his effort to lose this weight through a couple different ways. One was taking 10,000 steps a day, right? That was the big one. Or did not help him. He took 10,000 steps a day but didn't know how to eat. So he started changing with his diet and started working that stuff around to see what worked best for him. Because everybody's different in some of the different foods. What might work good for us might not work good for you. The other thing he did that he really attributed to this was, one, HIIT training, right? High intensity training. The other one, kickboxing, and then he was weightlifting with his workouts. So he got the cardio in and his HIIT training, kickboxing, and then he lifted weights with that workout too as well. So this is something that really got him to his goal. Portion size, calorie counting, this was also another big part of it. And these are simple things that we talk about all the time. It's just people make it more complicated than what it really should be. You exercise, you eat clean, you're sleeping, you're not putting anything else foreign in your body that's going to hurt you. You should be getting results. If you're not, then that's when you really need to look at the blood test, see what's going on there. There could be something that's holding you back or not getting the ultimate result that you want. So it's something to look into too. I mean, even before you start a program, it's good to do blood work. Yeah. Because when you're 30, 60, or 90 days in, you could redo it and see where you're at. And maybe those levels have improved or changed. It's just something to look at.
I would also recommend doing a food sensitivity test that we do here.
Oh, yeah.
Because on paper, it might seem everything great, but you want to make sure your digestion and everything's as good. So,
yeah.
But I mean, consistency. This guy, 150 pounds is.
That's a lot. It's a lot. You
He said he did 150 grams of protein, 125 carbs, 50 grams of fat. So 150 grams of protein for you guys that always feel like you need to blast the protein. I need to have 300. I mean, the guy did 150 grams of protein, which was half of his beginning weight. So for people out there, I'm a firm believer in a little bit more protein, but sometimes people don't need as much. Yeah. Especially if you're not a bodybuilder, if you're just trying to lose the weight.
That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to lose the weight, you don't need as much.
Yeah, you don't need like 101.5 or 2 grams per pound body weight.
No. I mean, if you're trying to stack on muscle, you need it. You definitely need it. You don't want to cannibalize that muscle. But if you're trying to lose the weight, that's not the way to do it for sure. I mean, definitely I would always do protein over anything else, especially low on carbs and stuff like that. Fats maybe.
I love that part. I started cooking my own food and measuring everything. I fell in love with the process. It literally it
is like that.
You get like addicted to it. Like I mean, I know bodybuilders that's 60 years old, haven't competed in 30 years. And they're weighing to see if it's like 8 ounces of protein, and like it just becomes part of you.
Absolutely. And it should. I mean, that's how easy it is, too. If you get in that routine, it won't be a chore to do. You'll just be used to it, and you'll like to do it. And that's how it goes. So that was basically it. I mean, I didn't want to go. I mean, he lives 5 days a week with 2 days in upper body, 2 days lower body, 1 day of full body. He loves weightlifting. So this was really, really good.
Gotta get this man's shirt or something. Find out who this man is.
Yeah, really, really cool. Because you can see him now. You see the picture. Earlier.
Whoa, that's him?
Yeah.
Whoa,
I mean, big change. Big change. You see the face.
He looks,
He looks younger, too.
Of course.
See, I thought he would have, like, in this picture here, he doesn't look like a guy who was overweight that lost weight. He just looks like a regular. Sometimes people have a lot of loose skin. I mean, he may, but, he looks good.
Yep. Shauna, we would do a body comp machine. There's a Dunkin' water one you can do, but we don't have that.
The DEXA.
Also, with excess visceral fat, too much protein will concentrate to elevate glucose. Where freestyle labor continuous glucose. Yeah, you definitely want to look at glucose too as well. More visceral fat, the worse. More insulin resistance, the more high risk you are for diabetes too as well. So you want to lose the weight as fast and as healthy as possible. And you'll feel better, look better, and perform better, guaranteed, 100%.
Sean Purcell says her dad used to take the expos back in the day with Sean Ray.
Nice.
Sean Ray is SHAUN, but we get the drift.
Yeah.
Sean Ray is a legend.
Yeah.
Never won the Olympia, but he's a legend.
Yeah. There's a couple of guys. Man.
Guys don't look like that anymore. I don't know. Guys look different now.
They don't.
Whatever. I saw some videos from like not even a pro show, like NPC Nationals from the '90s. Those guys look better than the Olympic guys.
I know.
I don't know.
Condition, big. I mean, it's just a whole different world.
They're doing the same workouts, and it's just the food. Everything is the food. The food back then probably wasn't loaded with, GMO and hormones and all that stuff.
I got something cool. So I got Derek Lunsford's training partner, but he's a professional eater.
Yeah, that's my boy. We're supposed to go to IHOP.
Bartley?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. So Bartley's gonna come on. He's gonna do some food eating videos.
Yeah.
We're gonna get him for his competition at Nathan's, like the Super Bowl of eating.
Yeah, no, I know. I was with him yesterday. Well, not yesterday, the day before. Yeah.
I was just with him. I met him at the Olympia through Mike, and at that point, he's gonna do some cool videos, and we're gonna monitor his blood work because, he's an eater, right? But what is he eating?
Yeah.
He's getting ready for Nathan's hot dogs. So he's going to consume hot dogs training up to this.
Yeah.
Right? And then, listen, we know that hot dogs aren't probably the best for you.
Yeah.
All right? It's not like eating like chicken breasts or like steak.
Yeah.
So, obviously cholesterol could be affected. So we're going to keep a really, really close eye on his cholesterol, his glucose, and all these different things as he gets ready for this contest to make sure he's healthy because he's also an IFBB pro.
Yeah, so he's got abs. It's not like he's a big guy too. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was at we're at MI40.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, you want to go eat some pancakes?" And when he says that, like, you're not gonna eat like 4. You're gonna eat like.
Dude.
It's like, you want to go eat some pancakes? He hit me on the spot. I'm like, right now. He's like, yeah, we go today. I was kind of unprepared, but then I saw the video the next day. He went to IHOP and ordered every pancake that they have on the menu. They laid it all out, and he just killed it like it was nothing. He's like, I can eat more.
God.
And the way he trains, because they train differently, just real quick, they stretch their body out. So a lot of times they do it with food. He does it with water. He can grab a gallon. He can drink 2 gallons of water in less than a minute.
What?
I'll show you the video. He takes a gallon of water. He takes a gallon of water. He holds up to his mouth, and he pushes it, and it goes right into his stomach.
He's so lucky.
He could do 2 gallons of water in like a minute.
Because you could die from that.
He's prepared for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you see the video. He can do like 2 gallons in like a minute. I didn't even believe it was possible. I was like, whole gallon, in a minute. Hey, he's on here right now.
Bartley's
There you
on
go.
here right now.
What's up?
Bartley, we were just talking about today. Pancake pump. I love it.
I was telling him how I bailed out on the pancake thing we're supposed to do.
Oh man, he was telling me you could drink 2 gallons of water. Man,
2 gallons of water in like a minute.
You're like
Let
a
us know. Let us
Iron
know.
Man, right? Like,
He's
how
on
the
here.
hell?
How many gallons can you actually do? Like,
you're
it's
like
crazy.
an X-Man.
Yeah, it's
You know
crazy.
what I mean? That's crazy,
You
bro.
have a video on YouTube or something?
He's got plenty of YouTube videos.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna be making some cool content with Titan Medical
Yeah,
Center.
yeah.
Coming on as a Titan.
It's crazy. We're sitting here talking about all of a sudden
Right?
he puts pancakes up.
We're putting together an all-star team per se in all these different areas. So,
Yeah.
Titan Medical Center is going to take it to a whole different level in 2024. I promise you guys.
Also, real quick, while Bartley's on here, thank you for that product he gave me. He gave me a product with
Okay,
digestion.
nice.
Yeah, I'm talking about digestion. He gave me like this product that really, really helped with digestion and all that. So, as a competitive eater, those guys have to make sure their
Gotcha.
digestion's on
Absolutely.
point.
Absolutely.
So, food allergy tests will also help with that too.
Hold on, Law. What's going on, brother? All right, upcoming Titan events next weekend. Back to back, baby. Tampa and Orlando. Let's go. Carson Couture, benefiting Autism Speaks. Titan Medical Center is the presenter and top fashion designer in this. Obviously, we're doing it for a good cause.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've got all different kinds of awesome designs that are coming your way. Really made me proud on this one. Wait till you see some of these different things we got. I mean, it's different than we've ever done in some of these different outfits. So,
Nice.
really happy about that. You know, it's going to be at the Tampa Museum of Art. Beautiful upscale place down here and right down the street from Titan Medical Center headquarters. I'm really excited about this. So, big shout out to Donna Crowley, everybody at Lux Fashion Group helping put this on. Luxury exotic cars, display, live music, fashion show, silent auction, VIP dinner, and more. Actually, I just got a DM from this mother, and her son is 20 years old. He has autism, and he's like this famous pianist now. He went to the School of Arts, pianist, and all that. So he might perform there because she really would like him to be a part of it because of
Nice.
autism.
Yeah. Yes,
this-
benefiting autism
Yeah,
speaks
so
for a great cause.
She's like, you know what? She's like, anything that we could do to help this cause, we want to be a part of. So really, really cool. So a lot of cool things. And then we're heading down to Orlando after that night. Festival Speed the next day. That'll be on the Ritz-carlton property. All the beautiful, not all the beautiful Titan rides, but we'll have some of the Titan rides there. Some are out of commission right now. But there'll be all kinds of other cool-ass cars out there. Great time. Samba team's going to be out there. Great food, VIP event. I mean, you know, it's always an awesome event. So come out and check us out in Orlando. If you don't get to visit us in Tampa the night before at Carson Couture, we'll be at Festival Speed on Sunday.
Nice.
So no, I'm not going to get to go to the F1 race in Vegas. I was going to go, but I've got Titan stuff I got to do, so I can't go to this one. It's going to be crazy, though. If you guys don't know what F1 racing is, you know, they're race cars, right? And you can check them out. But the cool thing about it is this is the first time they're going to be racing down the Vegas Strip.
Cool.
So they have the whole Vegas Strip blocked off. And these hotels got these grandstands in front of them.
And the sound of
Oh
that's gonna
man,
be,
guys! I
that's
mean,
gonna be
it's
nuts.
crazy. It's crazy. So it's going to be a great event, Shauna. If you're going to go out to that, it's going to be exciting. Send me a picture, man, for sure, a video. All right, and I think that's it. So, Titan Lifestyle with Big Dru every Friday, 2 p.m.
Yeah, every Friday at 2 p.m. Guys, make sure you tune in on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
Yep.
If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the bell to be notified of videos like this. We also have a podcast. If you guys want to listen to us, we've done probably almost 200 shows now.
Oh, yeah.
So you can listen to all of our shows if you want to go back, re-listen to them, get more information. We do this every week at 2 p.m. Titan Lifestyle. We'll be back next week with John with more events and more topics and more fun. Get your questions ready, guys. We love the questions. I know Sean always has good questions.
Yes, you do, Sean.
Christian has good questions.
Yep.
Certain people have great questions. We love the questions. So we'll see you next week for Titan Lifestyle. I'm Big Dru. My brother from another mother, John.
Yes, sir.